Well, hey, hello everybody. This is Secondhand Dan. I am now coming to you from Pittsburgh, PA land. The suburb is North Versailles, and here we are at the Antique Kingdom, the Penny Pinchers thrift shop. I've been yard selling today, and we went out to what was supposed to be a community sale, and I don't think the community knew they were having a sale. I think we found like 4 houses in the supposed community sale. So we tucked our tail between our legs and started heading back to the Penny Pincher thrift shop. This is Secondhand Dan bringing you the straight and the down low on yard selling today. So we were coming back, and lo and behold, just one street up from us, just beyond those houses up there in the distance, we came across a yard sale on our way home, and it was pretty good to us, so we managed to fill the truck up. And I mean, fill it up. I left here with an empty truck. So there were a couple of things I bought at the distant yard sale, but I'd say about 90% on the back of this truck came from the last sale I was at. So I thought maybe you'd like to hang out with me, and we'll do an unloading video so we can be unburdened by what has been loaded. My wife had a few items that she eyed up, and I went ahead and purchased. She wanted the umbrellas. And I've sold umbrellas here at the Penny Pinchers thrift shop, and we're in no hurry to sell them as it's bright and sunny, so we can use them ourselves. This table and chairs, I actually have somebody coming to pick them up around 2 o'clock. I may just alert them and tell them anytime they want to show up, they can come before then, because right now it's like noonish. So if they want to show up before 2 o'clock, that works for me. Now, I know you're thinking, well, there's a gaping hole. No, not really. Well, there is really a hole there, but the missing tile is in storage, because if, and that's a big if, somebody was bold enough to try and take this from the property, at least there wouldn't be 100%, you know. They'd have to swipe it and deal with that, so. But like I said, somebody's coming at 2 o'clock. They're coming with a pickup truck, so we'll get them loaded up and on their way. I've had it posted for $250, and this is aluminum. This is an aluminum set, so it's not going to rust out. And you know, you could touch it up a little bit, but that's ceramic tile in there. And so this set's going to be around for a long time. It has 6 chairs. 2 of them are actually the swivel rockers. So at $250, that's a deal, because I always do my homework. A set like this generally can start $1,500 to over $2,000 for an aluminum set. And I had it posted on there, and it's getting some interest. The guy is basically committed to showing up today. I had somebody post me a couple hours ago, and I thought they was making an offer of $220. So you know, I'll give you $220. I could swing by and pick it up right away. Well, like, that's going to be, oh, that makes all the difference. I'll come down $130 because you can come right away. And I said, well, it's in talks. And then I said, oh, I didn't read it correctly. They said $120. I said, it's never going to happen for $120. I would keep it before I sell it for $120. All right, so let me set you up in the tripod, and we'll get to unloading this mug. Dag, I said noonish? It's only 10:30. Huh, well, time flies when you're, well, you think it's flying when you're having fun. Okay, well, let's bust a move. First thing, drop the tailgate. Got planters. This one, I guess the legs fold out, and it'll stand and hold 3 plants. We got, I'll probably line them up over here and see if it doesn't attract some curiosities and some drive-bys. It's the perfect season for planters now. Let me see where we're at as far as being in frame. If you want a job as a cameraman, let me know. I mean, I won't be able to hire you, just let me know. All right. So, and we do like the American pickers, you know, we see something we like, we try to bundle. People ask me a lot of times when they come into my store, oh, you see the American pickers, they'd love your store. I said, well, I don't know if they would love my store because it's really difficult to pick a picker. And I was doing this before I was ever aware of the American pickers. So I like to say I taught those guys everything they know, and they still screw it up. So let's take these a little closer. Well, you don't want to see me take this closer to the curb right now, but I will, so people can see them driving by and offer me a couple of bucks. Oh, this umbrella is heavy. I've got a concrete, a bucket full of concrete with a post hole in the center of it that I use as an umbrella stand. I must have made that thing like 20 years ago. It's still with me. Actually, I should put one up so I'm not in the direct sun right now. Let me see if I can find that bucket with the, I can erect the umbrella over top of the truck so I don't, it gets to, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be too much in the UV lights anymore. Who's beeping? Nobody I know. I'm not seeing my counterweight bucket. I see this. This will probably work for a while, but the concrete bucket is actually better suited because it's actually heavier. But this is a nice umbrella stand. It's iron, so I can drop a concrete block over the post or something to add additional weight. Oh, there's my concrete umbrella stand. It's here on my sidewalk. You have to realize I've been away for 6 months, so forget where you set some things down just as you were leaving. So I need a dolly just to move this thing. So if you're thinking you need an umbrella stand, may I recommend you just buy a couple sacks of concrete and get yourself a 5-gallon bucket and make your own. It's cheaper, it's heavier, but nobody's going to steal it. Let me show you what I got here. Need to put it over here anyway so I can put the umbrella up. But you see, that's was in a bucket, and eventually the bucket crapped out and I just was able to peel the bucket off. I was in no hurry to get it out of the bucket. I mean, you probably could have put something on the bucket to make it slippery and have this come out if you wanted it out of the bucket right away, but that's probably 80-pound bag of concrete, and I put some rocks in the top of it, make it look a little more ornamental. So let's try this umbrella in it. There. See where the shadow falls. Oh, it's a cranky. It's not cranking, huh? Okay, well, do you want to say hello to everybody? The wife's threatening to come out. Oh, I got it. There's arrows on it. It says up, down. Duh. Wow, wow. Oh, must have been hung up. Yeah, something's hung up. Oh, it's crossed up or something. There we go. Oh, thank you. The wife has made me a sandwich. Oh, I dropped the chip. And I got to get my tomato juice. Here it is. As they always say, they're not a sponsor, but this is some good stuff. Modelo Chelada tomato. Tastes so much like tomato juice, it's crazy. And we got a spicy salami and honey ham sandwich. It's probably going to take me a couple hours to get this truck unloaded, so I'm going to take a sandwich break here so I don't make a video that's a couple hours long. All right. I got the umbrella up. It's a square one. A little bit of a surprise, but great condition. And you can see I have it casting a shadow over my tailgate, so I think that's going to work. Let me put this tripod down and start showing you what we have on the back of the truck. I have this wooden box here. It's got a tool in it. It's I think it's German. Let me double check not the German. Let me double check, make sure you're in frame. Okay. I hate that when I make a video and things are out of frame, but it's German. It says, I believe it to be German. La Merestel des Cool Mezzo del. I don't know. I think it's Swedish. But it's this tool here. It is a transit. Basically, it's a transit. Very cute transit. And that pea green, how close can I get? Let's see, I'm standing, okay, yeah, there we go. And it looks like it's in terrific condition. So we have a pea green OMS number 4226 transit in a wooden case. And they have this piece of old thread in there. Oh, it's been drilled out on the one end. Okay. It only threads in by 2 threads, but I guess that was their adapter. I actually have a set of wooden transit legs in my store, but I don't think I have the adapter to mount it. So I got this transit. Try and get it loaded back in there. Oh, there's a plumb bob, right? Not a plumb Rob or a plumb John, but a plumb bob. Okay. I didn't have a chance. What I should have asked him, you know, was he a civil engineer or anything like that? The man definitely had a lot of tools. Oh, caught my umbrella stand before it flipped over. That's always an issue. I better maybe put a bungee cord on it. We got a good breeze going right now. I can cuddle this up to the bumper of the truck and maybe put a bungee over to the tie downs on the truck here. Let me lower it. I'm afraid it's going to blow over while I'm gone. Looking for a bungee. Okay. Bungee, bungee, bungee. I have no desire to go bungee jumping. And I'm not seeing my bungees.
I think batteries.
Well, we'll look in the battery drawer.
Oh.
The digital keyboard. Well, the matter seems no matter how many times I buy batteries, I run out of the size I need. Excuse me. Yeah, we got double A's, we got C's. I actually have 9 volts coming today. Well, your other option is you could plug in a keyboard that plugs in. Just for such. Oh, the tomorrow were today. All right, well. Case. And I usually wait till a situation like this where I'm searching. Then I decide it's time to buy. A smart man, or should I say a smarter man. I am a smart man. But a smarter man may have just ordered them some time ago. All right, well, I've got other things to do. I'm still looking for that. Now, for those you don't know, I do own a secondhand thrift shop. Antiques and collectible are my favorite things to stock in here and resell. But I've got probably several million items, and it's always hard to remember where you saw something last. All right, so I'm tying this. This is a slight insurance policy. I'll sell this umbrella. Somebody pulls into the parking lot right now and says, how much is their umbrella? So let me think. Normally I'd grab the phone and Google what something like this is going for, but you're using the phone to video. So I'm going to have to shoot from the hip, and I'm going to say $35 for an umbrella in great condition that cranks up. It's square, relatively clean. I don't see any rips. I'm going to say $35 until I know better. But I think an umbrella like that new is probably, here goes the wind. Oh, maybe about $70. All right, this came out of here fairly easy. Why is it so hard to get it back in? I'll spend all day putting something back in. All right, well, I guess I had it out and I put it back in when I was at the yard sale. All right, I give up for the moment. I don't want to hold you people up who are watching. So let me set this over here. Eventually I'll run it down there by my desk. Okay, and I have another wooden box. This one has some label maker on it, but I still don't know what it means. Is that the date? But there's a tool here. I am not really very familiar with this tool. Hey, where are we at? It's a Muller Gauge Company. Muller Gauges. Okay. Seems to be functioning. And it was actually calibrated. There's a calibration sticker on it. It says do each use. So there is no date when it was last calibrated. So basically it's a dial micrometer, dial indicator, mounted on a special holder. And with a rag to keep it cushy. So it can go over next to the transit. Oh, my wife has brought me dessert. Thank you, wife.
You're recording backwards now.
No, I'm not recording backwards.
Yeah. I thought it was always the other way.
You know,
What do I know?
she's accusing me of recording backwards because if I walk up to the phone, I can look at the screen and see what the screen sees, rather than if I put it the other way. I've got a big picture to look at. But the other way is the selfie way. This way, I can magnify. The other way, in the selfie mode, won't magnify. Every time I think about going with a GoPro, I don't. But if I get 500 followers, I'll buy a GoPro. So like and subscribe and make me buy a GoPro. Eating Little Debbie here. Another wooden box. Let me set Little Debbie down, what's left of her. And this one says China. China, China, China. And it is full of, I believe they are bore gauges of some sort. So they are numbered, and I'm sure if I get my dial indicator, my dial caliper, my dial caliper, oh, it says right on it too, 2.253. And that goes in, but there is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 11 that are missing. But if you're a machinist, you can make those 11. God knows you wouldn't want to make, how many are there here? 1, 2, I'm not going to count them all, but I'll do some quick math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 25, there's some missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 250. So there's this, and this is kind of heavy. Feels about like 7 pounds. Put this over here with the other boxes. If I wasn't videoing this, I'd probably walk all of them all the way into my desk, which is where my computer is, where I do some eBay stuff. Now here's a chessboard. The case is a bit scratchy. And I haven't even looked inside. There's something, some chess pieces rolling around in here, but I did see the chessboard surface. And how's that for unique, pretty? Chinese. So let's go ahead and pull the drawers open. Is that a drawer? There's a trick to this, huh? Well, there's stuff rolling around in there, and I don't even know how to get in. Make a monkey out of me. Okay, there, it is a drawer. Oh, ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Minty green chess figures. I'm not sure what they're made out of. I suspect they're a composite. I don't believe they're natural stone. So there should be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There should be 16 pieces. 4, 6, 8. That don't look good. 12. Now there's the rubber straps to hold them in. The elastic straps are all stretched out, so count the elastic straps and they'll tell me how many they were expecting there to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so there should be 16 pieces. Let's do a count again. 4, 8. Yeah, okay, I miscounted. 12. And 4 more is 16. Okay, present and accounted for. On the other side now. Oh, these largely stayed in place. I don't think they're as pretty as the other side, but it is what it is. These are, I don't know, what do you call them, burnt umber? And you tell at a glance, wait, sort of 2, 4, 6, 7, oh, one slid up here. 8, they're all here. So that's pretty neat. And it has brass handles too, brass hinges. And if you didn't think one was enough, there's a second one. I guess they must have been running a sale. Okay, I like these better than the burnt umber. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, I think they're there. 16. That's good news because although it still has some value if a piece or two is missing, I mean, it's just so much easier to sell it again if nothing is missing. People will hunt down missing pieces to various things on eBay. That's what eBay is good for. If you're missing a piece to something, look on eBay. There again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. And these are like charcoal colored. They're not even, I won't even call them ebony, they're more charcoal. So good news is 2 chess sets with the pieces present and accounted for. All right, let me finish Little Debbie off here. Good. Can't believe how early it is. It's probably, what, 11 o'clock now? So far, everything I bought there came from the one sale. Now this item came from a different sale. You have the Dragon Wagon that's loaded up with ghoulish flowers and a ghost, and the Dome Guard Smart PTZ camera. So maybe I'll figure out how to get these working. I think the wife, or the last owner, came from the same place as this. She said she used them to monitor her cats while she's away on vacation or something. But after I get this off, we are back to the last sale. Same place that the other wooden boxes came from. That's where the extension cord came from. The man was kind enough to sell us an extension cord for $1. And then there's this cabinet full. I just skimmed the top and figured I want to go ahead and just buy the whole thing rather than keep poking around. But there are toys in here, and some were in bags, so I'm not sure if these are worth owning, if there's any resale on them. But there's, I think, Centaurs or Gladiators. It'd be nice if it was from the movie Gladiator. Let's see, read the bottom of it. Well, he has nothing on the bottom, but he looks like he's from the movie Gladiator. Ah, there's some Star Wars. I've made money off of Star Wars in the past, but it's all about the date. You want the late 70s, early 80s Star Wars items. But there's Luke Skywalker's land speeder in there. Now let's see if see the date. 1995 on that land speeder. But there again, you know, it's got some value. I'm not sure exactly what. Here's a, oh, do not drop your merchandise. Okay, I don't think they suffered from that. Those look like Vikings, bagged Vikings. Check out this Roman chariot, 2-horse chariot. And the top drawer has the most in it. There's some Disney characters. I see the mice from, was it Snow White? A little Alice in Wonderland. More Gladiators. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. All right. Get this off the truck. I'd be tempted to take my time unloading this, but tomorrow it's supposed to rain, 70% chance. So at the very least, I'd have to stretch a big tarp over the whole entire truck. Well, the whole entire truck bed. I gotta check with you periodically, make sure the microphone light's still on. My microphone plugs into the cell phone, but I have to push it and wiggle it to get it to light up. Sometimes you bump it, the light goes off. All right, well, this came from the same place as that wagon, so that was the sale before. Heavy iron plant stand tricycle. Here's a bin with some camera stuff in it. Battery charger, some VHS tapes, another camera, more VHS tapes. Well, that's compact VHS. All right. Set this one right here in the chair. I'll give you a different perspective. I bought this for my grandkid, $3. So I can put her around the parking lot here. All right, I'm gonna pull down the step. I love the step. Okay, nice sled. Looks like it's all original. No rust. No split wood. Maybe a couple splashes of, I don't know, is that bird poo on it? Patina. That's what that white stuff is. Now this one looks like the rails have been repainted. It's not a crime, but they did a nice job. This is a beast. Slight crack in it. But this is a airline flexible cruiser. I put a family of 4 on this one. Ugh. It's about, what, 5 feet tall? And here we go. The best item yet. Now this was a curb find. It was free. It is a bird cage, but I don't think anybody really want to put a bird in here. It's just for decoration. But yeah, it was free. My cousin Roy was following me with his truck, and he managed to get some free flower pots out of that same pile. So I think that's about the only thing he got. He followed us around to a couple sales, and it really didn't work in his favor today. Aluminum case with Morse code key, realistic, rangefinder meter. All right. I was a Boy Scout. You could earn a merit badge for Morse code. I did not. A Lionel Black Diamond Express. And a Lionel Mighty Flyer. It says it was $50 back in the day. Price tag still on it. Best to save as much of the box as you can. Some people love the box, whether it's in so-so shape or not. I'm sure they'd love it even more if it was in perfect shape, but then some people probably don't care about the box at all and will just throw it in the trash. But it's nice to have it, and when you go to resell it and have them not care about it, then to not have it and have them say, gee, I wish the box was here too. Okay, we have another train set. It says Lionel. It's all plastic set. I mean, Lionel, I mean, did you really have to go there and put your name on that? But, okay. I have a Bachmann Big Hauler elephant car. This is the G scale. And in this box, oh, it weighs more than I thought. I never picked this one up. There's a, it's in a foreign language. Ski gondola telefotokrug de ski. So you set it up, and I guess the cars go up and down, up and down. Good for Christmas for people who aren't into trains. Well, I'm going to give you the bum's rush here. We're going to get you up on the truck so I can show you what else is there, so I don't have to pull it all off one by one and show you what I have. Let's get you a close-up. Take the step. Oop. Okay, there's a nice G-scale building for your train set. There's some train cars down there. That looks like a early American Flyer or Marx. Another Rail King building. I think there's 2 locomotives in this box. And this box here, I don't even know what I have here. My wife got this Grinchy Silky Soft Throw. A couple of HO cars there. Down in here, looks to be some more buildings. Right, Lionel scale. Oh, that would be O scale. You know, HO is half of O, hence the H. It's half the size of your Lionels. What the heck is this? Fitness gear, adjustable turn resistance, water fitness. Okay, that's weird. Somehow I ended up with that. All right, we got a cooler. And we have some slot cars. Carrera, Go, and CSX. An American Flyer Gilbert. And I have 3 aluminum cases there. And they have 35 millimeter cameras in them. I should do a separate video on that. And we have another Lionel set. And on top of it all, I have this pellet gun. It's a 1-pump pellet gun, and this thing weighs a lot. What that stock must be made out of oak or something. It's heavy, but it's painted. I tested it. You pull this back, and that cocks it. And I pointed it at the grass and pulled the trigger, and it was definitely a pop. And even a little smoke blew out of that area up there. So, and just when you think that's everything, because that was the truck bed full of stuff, but wait, there's more. I have this, and the locomotive for it is in here. And down here I have, this came from the previous sale, not the sale where all the train stuff came from, but some kind of Mahjong and an antique coat rack. What's in this bag? That was from camera stuff from the sale where the trains came from. Let's go around to the other side. From the sale before, I got this Steeler touch lamp. So, and there's a scarecrow in here, and there's a witch in here. Car seats for my grandkids. I think that's everything. You know, the video's getting kind of long. Go ahead and give me some comments. Tell me if you'd like to see more content like this. Remember, we're the Penny Pinchers Thrift Shop, or also known as the Antique Kingdom. All right, well, give me a like and a subscribe. This is Secondhand Dan saying, peace out. Bye.